I've seen a lot of talk about the Endfield content drought. Um, I think I just wanted to give my 2 cents into it, and just to give some perspective. This is coming from someone who plays 2, 3, 4, 7 gotcha games and is fully employed. So uh, hedge this with like how your perspective or your life situation might be. But I think that there's three different aspects that I want to touch on. It's basically the contingency contract, the patch length, and also permanent content. I think the first thing is contingency contract has been understandably the most hyped feature of Enfield at the moment that it was teased in 1.2, the live stream. And I think that to a degree it is fair. Um, it's always been kind of praised as like the hyper difficult game mode and stuff, but ultimately it's not permanent. And uh, like this first season is gonna end after it's gonna stop after 1.3, and I doubt they're gonna do it every patch because you know coordinating, balancing all the risks, since every one of them has to be unique, and you don't get that many new enemies per patch. And obviously you're also coordinating a whole like song, because obviously instead of a simple event OST, they always give you a full like a voice with lyrics song. That's also gotta be another thing. So at best they will do like every other patch, but even then I'm not sure if they do that. Second is the patch length. I think that, I don't know, it feels longer. uh it feels longer even though that might not be longer. I forget what the patch length is for like ZZZ or like the others that I play, but it feels longer because there is less to do. That's especially emphasized in Fangi. I don't care how like not broken. I don't care how prominent Fangi was. It's really hard to push a single new banner in the current modern landscape of how gachas work. The third one is permanent content, and I don't know why, because obviously we complain about dailies and weeklies and stuff, but like that's still something to do. Edge space salvage is still something to do, and it's not really a weekly thing. It's just something that you do until it's finished, and I feel like that should have been the weekly mode, but I don't know. It feels like they're being very experimental, and I feel like that's part of why the patch lengths have been taking longer than we think it is. Again, I'm not sure what like the length is relative to other gachas, but I feel like that's part of it. I just hope that they're able to lock in. I hope that they're able to find their own pacing, because I know they're trying to stand out from the other modern gachas, but at some point people are gonna drop off.